Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with your annual forecast. This is going to be for the sign of Virgo. And we are going to get right into it. All right, Spirit, what energy is coming towards Virgos for the year of 2026, please? What energy is coming towards you? Thank you. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. See, this clear. Okay. what energy is coming towards Virgos for the year of 2026, please? Okay. Okay. What energy is coming towards Virgos for the year of 2026? I just feel like you already been doing this. Let me see though. Okay. Wow, that's deep. Okay. What energy or what guidance and romance and love do you have for the Virgos for 2026? What guidance and romance and love do you have for the okay. How many is that? That's too many. Ooh, some of y'all getting married. Okay. Just one, please. Wait. Um, why do I say that? Because the bride offers herself came up, but more importantly, and the rings of time is now at the bottom of the deck. So, yes. Okay, let me slow down and not say necessarily married. Some of you are getting married, but some of you are being proposed to. Okay, I am picking that up. There's huge change going on in your life as well. Who else had that type of energy? Like, I think it was the Geminis, which makes sense. So you know what? I'm gonna give you. I wish I had thought about that, but I didn't know until we got here. Go see what Mercury is doing this year. Not just the retrogrades, but in general, Virgo, because I feel like Mercury is really collaborating here with the cosmos, with the rest of the cosmos, to set you up in a good way. Okay, in a very good way. So, go for it. Okay, by Aries season, which when is that? End of what is that? End of March, into April. I think that's end of March into April. Aries season. By then, Virgo, it's gonna be time for you to go for it. Okay. I'm saying that just kind of leaving it there because we have so much more to discuss. I'm gonna keep this short though. Don't worry about it. The Goddess of Cups showed up here. Okay. This is mother knows best type of energy, or knowing when and who and where to give your love, to pour into, to cater to. Okay. Now, I do feel like I'm leaning on a lot of feminine Virgo energy here, not gender. Okay. Feminine, like as in divine feminine and divine masculine within all of us. So, if you are a male Virgo, Spirit is telling you that this is going to be the year that you are going to, I heard be creative, number one, but that you are going to go ahead and take that risk. And see, Virgos, I know y'all, okay? And you are pretty hesitant to do anything that is not on the Excel spreadsheet, honey. And this year, you're going to need to. I feel like you learned a little bit to step outside of your comfort zone, be a little bit more of a risk taker, or more adventurous a little bit. And I feel like the reason why you had to have that experience, it was a demo, it was a preparation, because what you're going to be doing in this year in 2026 is a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more out of your character almost. Okay. You might not even recognize yourself as you do this. But I have change at the bottom of the deck over here. And with that, go for it. In the Goddess of Cups is saying, like, go for it. Take the risk. Give your heart to somebody. Okay. Invest in that organization. Now, don't overdo it. Virgo, you're smart. You're one of the most intelligent signs of the zodiac. You're smart. You're not going to do anything that's going to put yourself in harm's way. But at the same time, you can't clutch your pearls and hold so tight and not live. I'm yelling at everybody today. But I've got change at the bottom of this deck. So let me start over here first. Leap forward and dare to make that change. There will be sacrifices and roadblocks, but you are protected. It is an imminent move. What is stale and depressed will be revitalized with this new energy. So And I think the Gemini's got this card too. I'm not sure if it was on the table or on the bottom of the deck, but I think that they did too. So your brother sister sign Gemini is having a similar experience. Now, if you are involved with one, that just makes it make even more sense. Okay, so that's the reason why I bring them up. But I almost want to tell you to cross watch it because I feel like you all are going to be having a similar experience. And the reason why is because I feel like your ruler is at play when it comes to this type of energy, this shift that's happening for you. I want to go over here now where it says, leave the past behind. Listen, don't even turn around and look, Lot's wife. Okay, because you're gonna turn into a pillar of salt. It's time to face forward and march on. Okay, towards what? The change and some kind of risk that you're taking here. Okay, now without what is it? Without no risk, there's no reward, or without risk, there's no reward. Okay, so I feel like you're going on an adventure. I'm hearing the hobbits. The Rings of Time here. I don't know why. If you have not watched it, I feel like you should watch The Lord of the Rings. Okay, the first one specifically. Like there's a whole series, but I'm a huge fan, huge fan. But I really feel like Virgo, if you haven't watched it or you haven't watched it in a while, go back and watch the very first Lord of the Rings. They were a humble people. They, it's a small community. They stuck to themselves, and then things come up and they have to go on this adventure. Okay. That none of them are really, this is not their norm. This is outside of their character. Okay. So I really feel like it would be a good watch to help this message that I'm getting from Spirit for you for 2026 resonate. Okay. And a part of that journey that you're going to be on in this year is the search for the ultimate truth. Look beyond your physical achievements. Find the meaning behind all you have experienced. The truth is not always black and white. Use your spiritual gifts to reach for higher awareness. Exert that power to make a difference. So I feel like you're going to be on this, what do they call that? I just lost the word. You're on a quest. You're on a quest to find the truth. That is going to be different for each of you, Virgo. Okay. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like definitely some of the Virgos that I know have a sense of pride about their accomplishments. I have one who I think has a master's degree or definitely completed some higher education and has been a boastful fact for them for many years. I know some who just made it out the slums and made it, to greater days, and that has been a boastful fact for them. I know some that are just, very prideful in their employer, who they actually work for. I know some, like I know I know a lot of Virgos. First of all, let's just get that point out the way. But I know a lot of Virgos, and you take great pride in your accomplishments and what you were able to do. You're a little bit of a perfectionist, and some of you can be, put people down for not accomplishing or not getting to where you got to because you see them not lesser than, but you see like what you were able to do and are kind of dumbfounded as to why someone else didn't take that same path. Well, that's not their path, Virgo. Okay. And in this year, those accomplishments and all those things that you are proud of, you're going to find out mean nothing. And I say that with love. Okay. Don't take that the wrong way now, Virgo. I know y'all getting your feelings a little bit about stuff like that. But listen, why? Because this year, you're going to find out what's really important. Okay. Some of you, it's been your family and the unit that you were able to create within that, and you've been very proud of that and boastful about it. And as crazy as it might sound, you're going to find out in your search for the truth how not important that is. That sounds crazy, even coming out of my mouth. Okay. But that's what it is going to look like for many of you Virgos, and it's going to look different for each of you, right? What have you held so high? I think that's the first thing that when you press play on this and you hear me say that, the thing that you should be asking yourself immediately is, what have I held in such high regard? Because that is the very thing that's about to get knocked off the pedestal. But don't you fret. It's going to be replaced with some truth. Okay? Okay. The light field. I feel like this is like a protection of light that's coming in here. Let me read. Let's see. I don't think I've had this card before. Let's see. It's so funny in these decks. Some of them have 52, some of them have 78. It doesn't matter. Whatever. There's some of them, and I've had them. Some of them I've had for years, Virgo, and I still have never seen a few of the cards. And this is one of those. Okay. So, the light field. This oracle brings you guidance that you are connecting with a field of awareness that is real, and that you are protected by light as you do so. It is confirming that there is nothing for you to fear, and that those that have passed on or will pass on in future will always be safely held in love. It is also confirmation that there are very real bonds that connect you to your loved ones, past, present, and future, that are beyond the confines of time and space. Oh, I love that. I love that. So, like I said, it's a protection of light type of energy that is showing up. It's just been there. Okay, this is just a remembrance, and also that I feel like it's going to be very present to you, like very tangible almost, that you're going to feel that presence of your loved ones who are on the other side. Okay, but I can't get away from, at the very first part of that message of the light field, is that this is a year in which you are going to see what's really real. Okay, if you've been holding that marriage up on social media as the most beautiful thing in America or abroad, but behind closed doors, it's the worst shit you have ever experienced. Sorry, y'all gonna have to blur that part out. That is about to be exposed to you. This is not about, this is, and I'm going to tell you that this is this is not the year of exposure. Okay, that's not what we're happening. That we're not experiencing that in terms of collectively shock and awe of finding out things. Okay, there's still some residual of that. That was from last year, because that was the year of the snake and it was the year of the shedding, right? But as we go into the year of the horse, which doesn't begin until February, this is for the Virgo specifically, that you are going to be exposed to what is real. Like okay, thank you for that, spirit. You are taking off your rose colored glasses. That's what it is. So if there's been a friendship that hasn't really been showing up for you, if it's your marriage or your relationship that hasn't really been authentic, if it's your employer, whatever it is for you, Virgo, if it hasn't really been real, but you've been passing it off as a facade because to save face or whatever, honey, that illusion is being wiped clear in 2026 for you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Search for the ultimate truth. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave it right there. That is your message. Love and light.